Hey, I'm Matthew Rhome, the inventor of the DTG printer, and you're watching The Creative Corner.
Got the world famous Matthew Rhome, the inventor of the direct-to-garment printer. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. It's always a pleasure when you come to town. So we got the Santa hat on. Everybody's ready for the holidays. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. Got to have a great time with my family and my mother and just had a good time.
Good, good. You ready for Christmas?
I am.
All right, I know you're a busy man, Matthew, so we're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. So for many folks who aren't familiar with you or your work, what would you say your role is with Epson? I mean, the business card says DTG Business Development. What does that mean exactly?
Well, what I do is I basically go out and see customers and try to help them to improve their DTG print quality, their workflow, talk to them about automation, different suppliers, and support dealers like you to help your customers.
Awesome. I know we've been on a couple of visits together on those, one of our bigger accounts, and it just carries a different impact when you have one of the higher ups who's got your back and standing behind the equipment, which we all do here.
Yeah, we're here to help, and that's what I love about my job, is that I get to meet so many customers and help them with their business. When I was younger, in my early teens, I always wanted to print t-shirts. Okay. So I used to screen print t-shirts. I live in Florida, so on my patio with my mother. I went to school and I just really liked to print t-shirts, so I wanted to start my own t-shirt printing business, so I did. Through the years, that's what I did. I was a screen printer, just like a lot of your customers right now. Sometimes you go to trade shows and you hear some guy talking and he's telling you how you're gonna make all this money and all these things, and you find out he's never been in the business. If I come to visit you and I'm talking to you about screen printing or embroidery or DTG, I know your business because I've lived it.
No, I mean, we could definitely speak to that. I mean, you do have sometimes these folks who are literally just salesmen.
Yes.
And that's something I feel very fortunate to have with the team that we've built here. A number of us come from printing backgrounds, either in the production line or even print shop ownership. I also got my start kind of backyard at home in the screen print range, so I could definitely relate a little bit to what you shared there. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
The date is August 1st, year 2000. US Patent 6095628A. The revolution. What does this mean to you and why should people know about it?
Well, that was the patent on the first DTG printer. I spent a lot of time developing the printer. First started back in the early 90s, and I actually came up with a printer that I guess now you would call it a hybrid. It was DTG and screen print. And then I developed a big giant automatic screen or a DTG printer. Yeah. But it was just not cost effective. I was way ahead of things, kind of like Tesla. The technology just wasn't there. So then I decided, hey, I guess I should make a printer that's small and compact that everybody could have, and that was the Revolution printer. And that's where the patent came from. So it was a long time, a lot of hard work. And, I'm proud of what I accomplished. What I'm most proud of is, my invention has really helped a lot of people in this industry. They've been able to afford, sending their kids to school, paying their bills, paying their mortgages, and making themselves have a better life because of my invention. It's really great, and that's the most thing I'm proud about,
Absolutely.
Is that.
I can testify to that. So, I got these lists here. That sounds kind of boring. It's Christmas. We got the gift box here. So before you arrived, we were actually asking some of our audience members what questions they had about direct-to-garment printing, maybe about the Epson company. So if you're okay for some curveballs, I got some. Okay. All right, awesome. All right, you pick the first one.
Okay. Yo ho ho. Santa's gonna pick.
All right, I'll do the questions.
Oh, okay.
This is still our show.
All right.
All right. So Matthew, I know you have a strong background in sublimation as well. What can you say maybe where that sort of printing method falls in line with where the state of things are today?
Well, sublimation, it has its place, just like screen printing does, just like DTF does. It's another tool in the box. As a garment decorator, you need to be well-rounded. You need to know about these different decoration methods. If you're gonna wanna print mugs, hey, you need sublimation. You want to print on 100% polyester wicking fabric? you need to go on sublimation. So it's another method, in your toolbox.
Very briefly, would you be able to perhaps maybe share a success story of someone really taking off with Epson printing equipment?
There's a lot, and I would tell you we could be here for the next 2 days talking about success stories with the Epson printer. I was just visiting a customer, started out, bought the Epson printer. They were a small mom and pop company, really didn't know which direction they wanted to go, saved their money, put half down, put the other half on their credit card.
Yeah.
Really took the chance during COVID to start a business. Very successful. Started out, one printer, 2100, got a second one, third one, fourth one. Now they bought 4 3070s. They're all online selling their designs. It's great. So you just never know. It's the American dream, right?
Absolutely.
You start small, and work, and you build it up. If you're willing to work hard in the United States of America, you can be successful.
Amen.
That's it. That's the formula to success, is hard work.
There we go. Gems. What does Matthew Rhome value, and how do those align with Epson's missions and values?
Well, I think our values are the same. We want our customer to be successful. And if you look at the way Epson does business, we have the best service and support. The reason is we want your business to be successful. We want your machines to be up and working. So that's just one component. First, we build very reliable machines, but they're machines. So sometimes they do have an issue. So that's why we have support, and we put it in writing. We just don't tell you. Check the warranty or the extended service agreement before you buy any machine, and it will tell you. And if you look at Epson's, you will just be amazed on how good it is.
And I know you're being a little modest there, but that's honestly one of the bigger selling points for us, and can oftentimes be that deciding factor. A tagline we like to use to say is, Epson wants you to worry about your business, let them worry about the printer.
Right.
So no, it's a huge selling point for us. It's a huge peace of mind for us.
It is.
With the training we have and the team we've built out, we try to like to think we can resolve and help most people over the phone, maybe with a little screen share, photos, maybe a quick video. But knowing you guys are there, if it is something hardware related or something did go wrong, because it is a machine, that you guys are not only going to be able to take care of it with the part, but with the replacement, the service, a certified technician on site. I mean, no one else does that.
It's really good.
You've seen the stuff on Alibaba. You can go out and maybe get something, Amazon or whatever, but who are you going to call if it goes wrong?
And that bothers me to no end. You would not believe the stories that I hear at trade shows.
Oh, we hear them too.
People coming up to me. I had one young lady one time, she was actually in tears because she had spent her credit card money. She went, put it on the credit card, and she goes, the machine doesn't work. And they won't return my calls, they won't give me a refund, and how am I supposed to print my shirts? And it's really sad. You got to be very careful, when you buy something like that online. Check out the company. Who are they? Have you ever heard of them before? And in her case, it was not, that she was not aware of, all what was available in the resources. So make sure you know who you're doing business with.
Such a value that these trade shows are. I mean, it's a lot of work that goes into them. It's such a team effort for preparation, running the actual event, tear down, everything. But the value, I'd say, as an end user, to go in and not just see the equipment in person, to see the processes, but connect face to face with people that you're looking to partner with as a distributor, as a dealer.
Yeah, and the networking. That's another thing too, is, you come to trade shows, there's other people just like you who are attending. And I know some people aren't as outgoing as me, but if you just reach out and talk to some of the people that are there, you can gather a lot of good information about their experiences and what they've learned, and that's another big component that's missed. That's why I like at the Print United shows, we always have a zone. And, you can go there and just meet people and mingle and talk to people about their experiences in the industry, who do they deal with, who's their dealer, what kind of products they use, what kind of equipment. That's very important.
Our team learns stuff every time we go, and they let us out of the booth to take a lap through or touch base with the distributor, with the vendor, and really to see also kind of what's coming out next.
Yes.
Is really, I'd say, probably the more exciting parts for us, because a lot of times this could be machines, equipments, processes that are brand new to everyone. So you're saying they got to get out to ISS Long Beach to see what's next, right?
That's right. Come on out.
So you've been a special guest on our platforms. We've made some content throughout the last couple years. How do you feel about social media in the print industry? Things like YouTube, Instagram, stuff like that.
I think it's great. It's really helped our industry a lot, because you're able to go out and get all this information. I had someone call me the other day. They're like, hey, I need to know how to print caps. I said, well, all you got to do is do a search, go on Google, do a search, boom, YouTube video, it shows right up, shows you how to print caps. It's great. It's really helped a lot of people, with technical support, and it's really furthered the industry, I feel.
No, that's great. I mean, the reach that we have with these, we're not limited to our region, our location, and you've probably met folks who you've helped that you maybe never really come in contact with, at these trade shows and
other countries.
Yes, exactly. We see the comments coming in from all over the globe on the videos that we put out and the message that we're able to deliver and the assistance. It's just being able to help them. I'm very much a visual learner myself, so a lot of times when we're putting these projects, these contents together, we try to see how would we be able to absorb this.
Yeah, I use it all the time for other things. I'll go and look up the video before I'll read something.
Yeah. All right, Matthew. Well, I think we got through all of our Christmas cookie wish list questions here for you. Really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. I know it's not often you're out here on the West Coast, business here at our California branch. So thank you so much. Is there anything you'd like to be able to maybe share with our audience as a send off or any passing ending words?
No, I just really thank you guys. And, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to everybody, out there. And hopefully we get to see you at ISS Long Beach this year.
That's right. Again, guys, it's going to be January, about the weekend of the 20th. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll have all the details, dates, times, and free admission codes. So we'll have that coming very shortly. That's pretty much everything for this one, I believe, Matthew.
Great, man.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Creative Corner with Estevan Romero and our very special guest, Matthew Rhome, the inventor of the Directive Garment Printer, Epson's very own. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate you.